everyone. Thank you for joining us for Why Though. Okay, you gotta do the same. Thanks for joining us for Why Though. You gotta say it, Brent.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Thanks for joining us for Why Though TV. We wanted to make a review for Gypsy. Now, when I first came across Gypsy, I was just looking for anything. I was desperate. So when I came across it, I found it interesting because of the psychological aspect. Gypsy is about a psychologist that gets deeply involved in her patients' lives. And let's just put it that way. And what you find is that the psychologist herself has some issues that need to be addressed. Now, on the first episode, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of blah. Like, it just seems like a general, yeah, it's a dry episode.
Yeah.
But every episode takes you just a little bit deeper. There's something of intrigue there, just to like make you say, let's kind of see what's going on here. And then as you follow that, every episode, as it gets closer to the end, just starts to blossom and everything just starts to pour out. And you start to see what Gypsy is really about.
Just stick with it, you know. Like she said, it'll take you a little deeper and deeper. Just pay attention to everything. Everything, you know, and it'll be well worth the watch.
Gypsy is the type of show that you need to watch when you have nothing else going on. After the kids have gone to bed, everything is done. Everything needs to be quiet and you need to be following conversations and looking at it. Sometimes, like, I watch shows while I'm doing chores, and this is the type of show you don't want to do that. You want to actually be paying attention to the body language and things that are being unsaid, because some of the things that are going on in the show are about non-verbal conversations that are happening between characters that tell a lot about what the relationship is between those people.
I think it was written really well because it takes you into several different places and trying to figure out what's really going on. You know what I mean? Because I had my own opinions in the beginning, but you know, watching it further, you know, and all the way through, things, you know, turned out differently than what I initially thought, which is a mark of a good storytelling, you know.
I think so too. I like to watch mystery shows, and the one thing that I like about a good mystery show is that it will surprise you and it will make you say, wow, I was wrong. Those shows are the shows you hold on to. The ones you can predict everything that's happening don't have much value to me. The way that this show was written, it's like it took me by surprise that the people involved turned out to be the way that they are. It's like in the beginning of the show, like halfway through the season, you think everybody is one way, but actually they're the opposite. I'm excited about whenever the next season is going to come out. I hope that it gets renewed. And
yeah, because there's some they leave, you know, for you, you know, to kind of leave you hanging on something a little bit, you know. You want to see what happens next. So
I think the acting was really nice. I think that the people involved really, especially the main character, really pushed herself in being uncomfortable. There was certain scenes that I was like I don't know if I could ever do that as an actress. It kind of makes you forget that these people are acting, because one thing about it is I love realism in a show. I don't like sci-fi stuff going on too much unless it has to do with the future or some kind of, you know, prediction or something like that. I like the realism, and you can identify with each person because you've been each character. You've been like the husband, you've been like the main character, you have you can identify with each thing. And the situations they're in are very realistic to what actual people go through.
You feel for them in certain situations, and you feel where they're coming from, so not, nobody's just an all-out evil or all-out good kind of deal, you know what I mean?
I like those things too, when they present a well-rounded view of the characters, and they don't present them as black and white, because all people have a little bit of gray in them, so they show a side to each person that makes them real by showing their flaws and their qualities. It's I like that about it. So Gypsy is a winner. Do you give Gypsy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, thumbs
up.
And
I almost gave up on it, but Armin convinced me to stick with it, and I did, and I'm glad I did.
Because I know what I'm talking about.
Netflix has some really, really, really good shows.
They really do.
So I haven't found anything I haven't liked yet.
Alright, do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
Are you sure?
My lips is crusty back up a little bit.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
What is that?
I'm trying to think of some way to sign off. We don't have a way.
Say goodbye. Bye.
That's lame.
But it's bye.
No, we have to have a signature way to sign.
I feel like you should have worked on this before you put the camera on, though. I don't think we're good at impromptu kind of stuff.
We can go.
It's gonna be corny, watch.
It won't be corny.
It's gonna be corny.
Oh wait, we forgot something.
What?
What was our why though moment?
Oh.
In Gypsy.
What?
My why though moment. My why though moment in Gypsy is.
Why? Mine is why.
What do you mean?
Like why?
Were certain people the way they were?
Yes. Why people were the way they were. And I know if you haven't seen the show, it's not gonna make sense now. But once you see the show, you understand.
You have to speak up, honey. Yep, you talk.
I have much mouth. I'm sorry. Like I said, once you see the show, you will understand. Like you'll get what I'm talking about. Cause that's one thing it doesn't fully go into as to why the why.
Yes, that's true. I mean? No, let's give that the why though. 1, 2, 3. Why though? Why didn't the writers explain? That's how they left us hanging. Why didn't the writers explain?
Oh, they will.
No.
I think they will.
Why didn't they explain why certain people were the way they were?
Well,
no. What I'm saying is they unfolded everything. They blossomed, right? Naturally, quite naturally. Great. But they still never explained why it was that way. Like nobody drew it back to a core reasoning.
Because it's a series. They're supposed to leave you hanging for the next season. They can't give it all away like in a movie where it's all wraps up. It's not all supposed to wrap up. So the next thing we're looking forward to is where this started from. Go into more depth as to into the other characters that they didn't.
So I guess they're like gonna give the backstory on the second season. Okay, that's cool. All right, I get it.